Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Mike, 44. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Flacco. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. He finds Riddick complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Wait. Mike, 44. Coming to you. Hey, alert 3. Show me. Hey, Monday. Hey, yellow.
Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco got a man. He finds Sanders.
Let's go. Let's do it.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Here's Flacco, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Another try after the first down sack. Flacco, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Now Flacco. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check. 53's mine. Check. Wahoo.
From the gun, Flacco. He's got his tight end Fant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. The completion to Riddick. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes, right side. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Passing play, Flacco. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Zebra. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Hey, team 6.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, he shifts past him. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
That's going to be caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And they got the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Flacco, and he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Flacco on target to Hamilton, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Flacco throws complete to Sutton. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
That's the way. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go. Look at the high step, Wayne. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Army.
Flacco looks to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Flacco. And it's caught. 15 yards on the play. First down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. Lock it. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Let's go. Rewind. Number 53. Mike, 53.
Once more, it's Flacco. And this is caught off the deflection. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Keep breaking them balls up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Here we go. Smooth. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Don't red. Hurry up.
To throw again on second down. Flacco. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Anthony Barr racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Flacco. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 41-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Cousins now. Looking here for Smith downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 11-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He got 29 yards that time. Flacco now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Go!
Following the interception, Cousins. And it's caught on the right side at Smith.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing again on second down. Cousins escaping the pressure right.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, receiver. Wide. Hey, can.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, 7.
Here's Cousins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. And Bailey able to knock it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field.
Two. Hey, exit.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hey, box drop.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back at the 29-yard line.
Hey, the hunt! Ready? First!
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Flacco, and a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty.
Just like that.
From the gun, Flacco. And this one's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's got a man, it's Sutton, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. The completion to Riddick. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Flacco, this is Riddick on the screen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flacco from midfield. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Flacco now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To pass, Flacco. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Gun.
Go back. We got motion. Back up. 29 is red. Mike, 29. Rip right.
Riddick with a carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Flacco from the gun. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Anthony Barr, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
Bring it. 53 is the Mike. Orbit. 53. Switch up. 53 is the Mike. 53.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Flacco now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Watch the blue. Back.
Yo, lead. Swing. Nice.
Operating out of the gun. Flacco. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Flacco. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I think you got it, son. Shift. Watch the shift. Check.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
54. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch the eye. Jim.
Gun. Yellow, yellow.
Mike by four, Mike by four. Mike by four.
Yes, that way.
Now Flacco. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
5-0.
Second and 5 now. Flacco. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yes. Lock it in. The yellow, yellow.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Gun.
Check, check. Motion to backfield. Motion.
Nice.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They come out here in the eye. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Gun.
They'll run with Lindsey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
54.
Red.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Second down and goal. Flacco to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Gun.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Red.
Hey, watch that.
Yes.
Now it's Flacco. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The kick by McManus is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Cousins on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Lets it fly for this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 45 yards.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing here, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
You're over here. You're over here. I'm coming after you. Check 90.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now on 2nd and 13, Flacco. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Roger, 5-0. Gun.
Motion. Let's go.
They're going with Lindsey, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Gun.
53.
Revive.
Check 53. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Pump. Slam. Check. Fresno. 53.
Here's Flacco. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed.